want to thank you for coming out to Arkansas Treasures today. Now,
Thank you.
tell me what you brought me.
I brought a little collection of chainmail purses that I've
Okay.
had for about 30 years.
Is this something that you were an avid collector of, or tell me how you got into it?
We used to go to auctions,
Okay.
and I would buy a box of whatever was in there. If I saw something that looked interesting, I'd get that. And one day I bought a box and came home and found one in it, and I just loved it, and it kind of got me addicted.
Okay.
So I started getting them at flea markets and things like that.
Very good. Well, you've assembled a beautiful collection, really crossing almost the entire history of the mesh purse. I'm going to talk specifically about a few pieces here, and then we're going to talk about the collection as a whole. But what you've got some things that we see are differentials where, for example, they introduce enamel onto the mesh, and that just begins to add color to some of the bags. But in the late 1880s, up in Massachusetts, there was a company, Whiting and Davis, and they are probably one of the foremost leaders in mesh purses. And here we see an example of their logo, and you have several Whiting and Davis purses. But you also have purses that typify the 1920s, with a lot of artistic work like this coming across the holder of the purse, Art Deco designs, things like that. They are frequently a collection, a piece that people will collect. I mean, I've had a lot of ladies particularly who've collected mesh purses. What do you think you have in the 20 or so pieces that you got here?
I probably didn't pay more than $20 for the most expensive one. And then, of course, the one that was basically free in my auction box. So not too much.
Well, I would say that you've done pretty well, because you've got about 20 pieces out here that are going to range anywhere from $50 to about $150 per piece.
Wow.
Your overall condition on the pieces, there is very little mesh that is come unlinked, and that really affects the value. So I'm sure you've got some pieces here, like the Whiting and Davis pieces, that could go in upwards of $150 per bag.
Wow, that's
I
good.
want to thank you, because it's just fun seeing somebody who's a collector bring out their collection.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's really been interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks.